to get joined in with us. Looks like everything went live. Hey guys, I'm just giving everyone a chance to get joined in with us. So welcome to Flyer Flexibility class. We're going to spend most of the time working on drills that will help you get more flexible, but also have more control over your legs and your core and your arms and everything and how we use them, so that way when we go to work on body positions, all of our muscles are super strong to be able to do that, and also so that we are all lined up and that all of our attention is nice and wonderful and ready to go. So hey everybody, looks good. All right, I have a few people joined on each, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna set up a timer really quick. We're gonna start out with a really quick warm up. We're going to run in place for 60 seconds, pause and breathe, and then we're going to straight jump or do a little quick plyo for 30 seconds. And then we will breathe and we'll do all the rest of our warm up, and I'll go through all of that. If you are joining us, I just remembered I have a blanket behind me, which is my mat, because I don't have a yoga mat at my apartment. But if you have like a tumble mat or something like that, that's awesome for you to work out on. I have a pillow behind me as well, which we're going to use for an extension drill later. And then I also have my couch pushed to the side, but I am going to use it to lift my legs up later. So if you guys are not in an area that has anything for you to put your feet up on, that you're allowed to put your feet up on. I know that some parents don't let us put our feet up on the furniture, so make sure you have something that you could put your feet up on, whether it's like a bench with a blanket on or anything like that. So yeah, we just need those three things. Should be good, and a space that you can lay down in that's big enough for your whole body. So let me, stopwatch is up. Good. So everybody get to your feet. Make sure that you're nice and ready to go. I will tilt Facebook up so you guys can see my head and not just my legs. And ready, everybody, I'll do your warm up with you guys. Let's go ahead and run in place for 30 seconds. So go. Move this out of the way. And go. Just a normal run. Let your arms move naturally. Keep them engaged though. Maybe put on some music. Since I can't hear you guys, this isn't a Zoom class, you guys can put on some music for yourself, just to keep yourself motivated and going through the 30-minute class. And then we're almost done with our running, guys. Five more seconds. And breathe. Ready, arms up. And we're gonna do our straight jumps. Ready, set, go. 30 seconds of these, guys. Just to get the heart rate up and get our blood pumping. Ten more seconds, guys. Make sure you're breathing. And breathe. Good. So we're just getting our heart rate up, y'all. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do 20 jumping jacks, okay? We're a crush class, so make sure you're jumping out to a high V, tight fist, and make sure you're jumping into a clean. So here we go. Push my couch over just a little bit more. And here we go. Oh, that's a little bit too far. And 20 jumping jacks. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Squeeze. Good. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our waist and do our 10 hop squats. What we normally do before every practice, every competition, and every single class. So 10 hop squats. Join in with me. 5, 6, 7. Stay on your toes. Hop, hop. Squat 1. Hop. 2. Hop, hop. 3. Hop, hop. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10, and squeeze. Good job, guys. Perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move in to some active stretches, okay? So I'm gonna stay standing. You guys just follow along with me. Some of these drills I will not be able to do because I'm not a flyer, I'm not as mobile as you guys. So just listen. Right now, let's go ahead and do a knee hug. Pull your knee into your chest and roll out the ankle while we're there. Thinking about good balance, so warm up that core at the same time, and switch. Knee all the way up to chest, and roll your ankle. Good, and the other way. Good, and quad stretch really quick. So make sure that knee is down, and that you're pulling this up while you push down at the same time. Use the other arm for balance. Get a good stretch right in the top, and switch. Find your balance, and push. Good, y'all. Touch your toes once, and come up. And now we're going to go ahead into our kick, lunge, and twist. Sorry, I thought you guys could see me. Two different cameras. So we're going to put our arms up, either in a T or behind your head is fine. Just make sure they're not down. We're going to kick forward. We're going to step into a lunge with our back knee up. We're going to twist the opposite way and then step back to do the other side. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move my soft stuff out of the way. I'll tilt this down just a little bit so you guys can see. You see me? Good. So hands up and start with the right leg. Kick forward into a lunge and twist the same way as your leg, and then step back and switch here, here, and switch. And let's go 2 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oops, squeeze that balance. And 5, we're going to 10. And 5. 6. 6. 7. 8. And 9. 2 on each side. 9. And 10. 1 more on each side. Good. Now we're going to go ahead, do my favorite stretch. Get your soft surface out if you need it. I have hardwood floors, so I need a soft surface. Do our hip flexor lunge. Here, front knee is stacked over the ankle. Back knee is stacked underneath of us. I think a little softer for myself. Like so. And we're going to stack the core. Let me grab my timer. And 30-second hold, starting now. Squeeze the core as tight as possible. Squeeze the booty as tight as possible. We're not pushing forward too much, just engaging our muscles. This is another active stretch. We're engaging to hit the stretch. You should feel it from here all the way down your quad. Halfway through, holding the stretch. If you don't feel it enough, tighten your core tighter, guys. Really tighten your core. And 3, 2, 1, and now we switch to the other side. And ready? Remember, front knee is over ankle. Let's get back so Instagram can see me. Front knee is over the ankle, back knee is under our body, and tighten to engage. Here we go. Squeeze, 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 tighter to stretch. This is tight. Belly button to spine. Our bottom is tight and tucked. And we're rounding it out. All right, guys, get tighter. Tighter to make that stretch happen. Squeeze. Squeeze. 5 more seconds, guys. And relax. Good. Let's see, who's in here while we breathe? Get some water if you need it. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. Hi, Mary. Hi, Hannah. Ooh, lots of friends. Cool. Damn it, do 20 push-ups. I'm not going to do 20 push-ups because I have a stunting stability class to teach for my crush cheerleaders later, and I'm going to be tired with them. But we're going to get lots of stretches in real quick. So next thing we're going to do is I want you to go back to that hip flexor lunge. And I want you to put your hands down on the floor. And I want you to straighten out both legs. Toes are facing the same way, so this shouldn't be out at all. Toes should all be facing forward. Balance. Try to balance. Try to balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and over to the other side. 1. So same thing, if you're going from the hip flexor, hands down, back leg walks in and straightens out, toes are facing to the left wall. Make sure our head is down to our knee, and then balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now don't relax, just pivot center. Toes are now facing to the front. They're wider than our hips. This is our standing straddle. And I want you to grab your elbows here, let them sink down, and swing side to side 10 times. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. The heavier your elbows are. 7, the better you are. 8, 9, 10. Good job, guys. Good. Really quickly, we're going to go ahead and move on to leg swings. We've done these before. I did these in our jumps class last week. So you're going to want to grab on to a wall. Make sure you have enough room to kick forward or backwards and forwards. Arm is just holding onto the wall for stability. Other arm, though, is out in a T. So I know you can't see my whole body, especially on Instagram, because I'll kick my couch. But go ahead and do these leg swings with us. When we kick back, our leg is straight. When we kick forward, our leg is straight. It's just swinging through. We're not kicking so high that our hip lifts or that our hip opens, okay? Make sure your hips stay square. Here we go. 10, front and back. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other leg. I always like to save my good leg for last, because I know I can push through. Here we go. T. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, guys. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is a standing pike stretch, and we're going to hold our flat back. So a flat back is exactly like it sounds. Your back is flat enough that I could ideally raise or set a drink on your back like you're a table. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to face the side so you guys can see what I mean. And my hamstring flexibility is not the best. So if I can get my back flat, I can't know that I said that, but if I can get my back flat, then you guys should be able to as well. So arms are up by our ears, our feet are together. So I'll show you actually once facing the front. We're going to reach out and push out to our hips. Weight is still in the toes, but we're reaching forward. So if I'm to the side, let's see, right here, just like this. And hold that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up 1. Relax. Good. Now I want you to go ahead. We're going to make our way to sitting. Sit in your pike. Right here. Ooh, let's tilt the camera down on Facebook. Good. So we're in our pike. Our toes are pointed. Grab your pillow, and we're going to hold it out in front of us, and we're going to kick the pillow. Okay, every single time. We're going to do 10 leg lifts on the right, 10 leg lifts on the left, 10 leg lifts on the left. Wow, that's an alliteration. And we're going to think about sitting up tall the whole time. So we don't want to sink back. We don't want to sink back. We don't want to relax our arms with our pillow. And we don't want to lift the bent leg. Straight leg, pointed toe. Okay, sitting up as tall as possible. So ready? Arms out with our pillow. 5, 6, 7, up. 1, and up. 2, up. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10. Left side goes 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, tall, 9 and 10. Awesome, Gil. And now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay down. So before I go ahead and do that, I'm gonna explain. We're gonna do front kicks, side kicks, and back kicks. The back kicks will be a little bit different than the way that the front kicks will wanna be. So I'm gonna tilt this again back down. I'm gonna set up, put that up there. So I'm done with our pillow. Okay, but we're gonna add our soft mat now. So go ahead and lay down on your soft mat. Okay. Make sure if you want an extra special workout, you can hollow the chin out. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it down. We're gonna kick the leg as high as we can without bending it, without flexing the foot, or without lifting this hip off the ground. Notice my bottom toe, I know Instagram you can't see, but I'll tell you, my bottom toe is pointed, okay? I'm not just worried about the top leg, I'm worried about both legs being straight legs and pointed toes. We're gonna do 10 leg lifts on the right, 10 leg lifts or 10 kicks on the left, and then we're gonna roll to the side and I'll explain sides. So let's do our front first. So ready? We're gonna do 10 and immediately into the other side, 10. 5, 6, 7, 1 and 2, 3, 4, control it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other leg goes 1 and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let me see if I can push Instagram back a little bit so you guys can see me better. That's a little bit better. Now you can see, at least see my face. So now we're gonna go ahead and turn to our side. Go ahead and lay on your side like so. Again, Instagram, I'm squeezing my legs straight and I'm pointing my toes. I'm gonna lay down on this arm right here. Okay, we don't really wanna be uplifted like this. We wanna keep our alignment straight, so lay that head on that arm. Our left arm, because we're kicking our left side, is holding ourselves up. From here, we're gonna kick up. We're gonna rotate that knee so that this knee is kicking to our armpit, okay, kicking to our shoulder. We do not wanna kick up and keep everything facing the forward. We won't have the rotation to kick all the way up. Okay, we're gonna do 10, and then we'll have to reposition it to the 10 on the other side. Ready? Do not roll back and forth. Try to stay on that hip. 5, 6, 7, 10 kicks. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, I'm gonna swing around so that I don't turn around. I'm just gonna swing around so I can see what's going on. Again, laying on the arm. Right arm, since we're kicking right leg, is holding ourselves up. Toes are pointed, you guys. Legs are straight. Remember to rotate. 5, 6, 10, kick. 7, 8, kick. 1 and 2, kick. 3 and 4 and 5. Kick as hard as you can. 6, without your hip up. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good, so these kicks can also be used to help your jumps out. Right now we're using them. The front kicks are our heel stretches and our front stretches. The side kicks are our bow and arrows, and we're gonna move in now to arabesque, scorpion, and scale. So what we're gonna do, this is where it gets a little bit different. We're gonna be up on our elbows. So we're still squeezing the ankles together. Let's turn to the front for Instagram. We're up on our elbows like so, because I really want you to find that C curve in your low back. Okay, now that you get that, let's do a diagonal view for Instagram so you guys can see. So up on our up on our elbows, shoulders down as much as we can, and we're gonna lift the leg. This is gonna be the lowest kicks probably because we're not lifting our hip off the floor again, okay? We're really worried about the straight leg and the pointed toe. Here we go, 10 on each side. 5, 6, 7, kick. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, kick. 5 and 6, 7, don't kick your cat. 8, 9, and 10. Other leg goes 1 and 2, 3 and 4, kick. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. And if you have back issues and you need to relax it, always go to child's pose. So sit back on your heels, relax your arms out, reaching forward, and that'll help lower the intensity that you're feeling on your low back. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the front and the side kicks, and we're going to crank it up a notch because we're flyers. And the most important thing a flyer has to do is think about their tight body, their tense body that they're holding on to while the bases lift them and move them around. So for majority of that time means squeezing our hips, okay? If a flyer has tight hips, they're lifting their hips up and in, then I know as a back squat and a base that I can get them where I need to be. I can save a stunt as long as they react and squeeze their hips. No. She's ready for it. She's ready to lift her hips. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna move this a little bit more so that Instagram can see me. We're gonna put our feet up on the couch. And remember, ask your parents first. Don't just put your feet up on the couch, especially with our cheer shoes. Make sure that you ask first, because you guys can use a bench or a stool with a blanket on it. Either of those things will work for you guys. We're gonna put our heels up on a higher surface. We're gonna lay down like we just did with our front kicks, but now we're gonna lift our hips. So we should have a flat line from our shoulders all the way to our toes. From here, we're gonna kick. It's gonna feel so much easier to roll our hips with them up. But you wanna keep your hips facing the ceiling the whole time. You only kick as hard as you can and as high as you can, keeping your good technique and keeping your control. So here we go, 10 on each leg again. 5, 6, 7, kick. 1 and 2, 3, should be a little bit harder than the other ones. 4, 5, use your core to help. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side you go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good. Now you guys can also do these on your back, but it's not necessary because we have a couple other back drills that we're doing for you to do it today. But if you are done with this class afterwards and you want some extra, go ahead and try the back kicks with your hips lifted. We're just going to focus on our side and our front kicks for right now. So now we're going to move on to our side. Should be a little bit more awkward than the other ones. And again, lift those hips, point those toes, and let's kick 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, y'all. So we're on knees, really working those side obliques, those side abs. Oh, I guess I have to do it facing backwards. So ready? Here we go. Left side, this way. Arm is up, hand is up, hips are up. 5, 6, 7. Let me see you guys do your best. 1 and kick. 2, kicking hard. 3, control that hip. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. Last one, 10. Good, guys. Shake it out really quickly. Do a Hollywood stretch. So we're going to cross this right foot over the left, sitting up tall to twist and reach, or twist with this elbow. Maybe your back pops like me and switch. Here, sitting up tall to twist. Always tall to twist. Again, maybe your back pops. And now we're going to use the couch again, or our higher surface. And we're just going to do our quick shoulder stretch to stretch out our upper back. So we're going to put our hands on a higher surface. You can do this on a countertop, on your bed, on a chair, anything that's a higher surface. And you're going to drop your head and your shoulders down. Okay, we don't want our butt really far down. We want it to be kind of in line with us so that we can drop our shoulders down as much as possible. Okay, because when we're stretching our scorpion and our scales, sometimes we might need to stretch out our shoulders too to be able to have full mobility to pull that needle, hopefully. So just hold that for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Shake it out. Make sure your arms are nice and relaxed now. Really quickly, I want to see a bridge now. So I'm going to watch you guys. Well, I can't see you, but I'm going to sit here and wait for you guys to do a bridge for the next 10 seconds. So make sure we're laying down. Hands are right under our shoulders. Feet are right next to our butt. And we're going to press like so. Coach Michael needs to relax his back for his next class. So I'm just gonna wait for you guys to do a bridge for 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Madeline Griffin, or I think it's either Sophia or Audrey, we're gonna be done with this class about 4:15, maybe a little bit after because I started a little bit late. So another 5 to 10 minutes of this class. Perfect time for you guys to do your crush student class later, okay? So what we're gonna do, now that our back is perfectly stretched out, we're gonna do my favorite stretch. Oops, sorry, Instagram Live, I was talking to Facebook Live, I forgot you were there. So what we're gonna do now is my favorite stretch for my athlete scorpions, scales, arabesques, but really that kick up scorpion that we all love and want for our difficulty. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna not use this, because it's gonna get in my way. But if you have a mat, you guys can still use your mat. We're gonna hit a seal stretch. Okay, our legs are squeezing together. From here, we're gonna slide our hands out to a lay down. At the same time, one of our legs is gonna kick up all the way to scorpion. So I'm gonna scoot up a little bit so that Instagram can see me. So what we're gonna do all together, it'll look like this. Slide and kick, and then come back up. Okay, so we have 10 on each leg. Here we go, and I'm gonna do them with you, so let's power through. 5, 6, 7, let's start with the left leg, go. 1, and up, 2, and up, all the way. 3, and up, 4, and up, 5, and up, 6, up, 7, up, 8, up, 2 more, 9, and 10. Really quickly, before I do the other side, I want you guys to remember that the leg isn't bending and kicking our upper back. It's going up through an arabesque, and it's bending at the very top to try and kick our forehead, okay? That's our goal. We don't want to cut this short, and we don't want to keep it straight the whole time, okay? That's a different drill working for a different body position. Right now, we're working on that squat kick up, okay? Here we go, right leg. 5, 6, 7, sliding kick, 1. Ooh, that was not my best. And 2, and go. 3, and up. 4, and up. 5, up. 6, and up. 7, up. 8, up. Come on, 2 more. 9, and up. And 10. Good, y'all. If you need to, go ahead and rock and roll really quick. We have one more drill to do before we review body positions. So we're gonna get our soft surface back out if you took it away. My blanket, my very, very fancy blanket. And what we're gonna do is 10 seconds of hollow rocks. So I want you to lay on your back, shoulders are up and in, hands are on top, chin is in, creating that tight core. From there, we will also lift the legs. And then we'll rock back and forth 10 times. So we're up, squeeze, and rock. 1, and 2, and 3, staying round in our back. 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Hollow rockers are something that we can always do, okay? Whether you're a flyer, whether you are a base, whether you are working on handstands, or whether you are working on fulls and doubles, okay? Because that hollow shape is important for so many different things. Flyers, think of your barrel roll, think of your twisting, bases and back spots. Think about how tight your core needs to be stable in your stunts. And tumblers, think about how we say hollow in every single tumbling class. So hollow rockers are great for everything across the board in all areas of cheerleading. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over your body positions. So there are multiple different ways to pull body positions. This is the way that Crush pulls their body positions. So if your gym or your school has you pulling body positions a different way, make sure you're listening to the bulk of the technique, but apply the arms however you need to apply them. So for a heel stretch, don't laugh at me. Remember, I'm a back squat and a base. I'm not a flyer. We're gonna go ahead and stand up. Obviously, not obviously, but a lib toe goes, I always tell my kids, above the knee. So that way, if it's dropping a little bit, you know that it's at least right where it's supposed to be. Plus, that creates that line right here. We don't want to have a lid down here. That angle is not what we want. We want that angle to be up. Plus, the higher the lid, the tighter the booty. So practice both lib Make sure that you also are familiar with a torch. So that's a lid that's facing sideways, but our high V is to the front, whereas a regular lid is everything is facing the front. From here, heel stretch. You can either go from a lid to a kick to a heel stretch, and it replaces the high V angle, okay? We're not dropping it. We're not putting it out to the side. It replaces our high V. Or you can kick it through a dangle and up. I'm a righty, so I'm going to keep kicking my right leg. From there, you can also do a front stretch. So if we just went here, here, a front stretch is a heel stretch, but with both arms grabbing. Excuse my balance. Then from there, a bow and arrow starts like a heel stretch. We're going to kick up a heel stretch. We're going to grab front stretch. So switch arms and pull this through. Yeah, I don't have the flexibility to do all of these stretches with you, but I can still talk you guys through it. So heel stretch, front stretch, pull it through, and from there, we're going to go from a squared off heel stretch, open, literally open to that side kick. So the knee is facing our shoulder, and try to put that leg behind your arm, behind your shoulder, maybe even behind your head if you really have the overstretch, okay? So again, bow and arrow, kick it up, here, grab over to open so that it can go behind you, okay? And no one's allowed to laugh at my lack of flexibility in my bow and arrow. Back in the day. And that is actually all of our front stretches. So that is our lib, our torch, our heel stretch, our front stretch, and our bow and arrow. Check in next week and we'll go over all the back flexibility. So how to properly pull a scale, how to properly pull a scorpion, and ways that we can go ahead and get our needle straighter and straighter by pulling harder. Okay, guys? So thank you guys so much for joining in. If you're feeling up for it and you want to do something fun, go ahead and record yourself making up your own stunt sequence in the air. So do all the body positions, put it together with some random mix, and tag us in it. Videotape it, post it on Instagram and Facebook, and tag Champions Westlake so that we can shout you guys out hard over this coronavirus break. Thank you again for stretching with me. If you guys have any questions on those drills or you want a coach to critique your body positions, feel free to send in pictures to our messages and we'll go ahead and get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys again for joining in with our live. Bye guys. See you guys later in other classes.